Won't go. Abe King. Baseball pitch to Alan CAIDIC. Is this it? Yes. And we're going to stop the ball game as Alan CAIDIC
Ladies and gentlemen,
will make it to the 5,000 point club.
momentarily stop this game to present to Alan CAIDIC its official ball for having achieved the 5,000 point plateau. May we request Commissioner Rodrigo L. Salud to please do the honors of awarding this official ball to Alan CAIDIC.
Another milestone in the career of Alan CAIDIC.
The first of many.
Well, he already has the record for the most number of three-point shots. He's been a member of the mythical five almost every year, if not every year.
Congratulations,
Since
Alan.
87.
Hi guys! Welcome to another episode here in my channel. And the video that I will share with you is another memorable one for me. Kasi po, dito ko po nakuha yung first ever Career Achievement Award ko sa PBA. Ito po yung 5,000 points. I needed 5 points para po makasama ako ron sa elite club na yon, and I got it before po matapos yung first half. If I'm not mistaken, ako po yung second fastest to do it. So panoorin po natin lahat.
CAIDIC, 3 points!
Opening was caused by a slip on Winston Cricht's part.
Here is Venus Watley. Watley inside now to Cricht. The spin around.
Doesn't fall.
And there will be a foul against Jose Slaughter.
Foul, Slaughter.
Oh, Pepsi may have an 0-9 record, but really the games they have played, as you mentioned, that triple overtime loss, a lot of their losses have come on heartbreakers.
Yes, definitely.
Coach Derek Pumaran has installed his own system now, which sometimes takes some time to get used to, but he has his players playing with a lot of pride, and this is something that the Hotshots can build on for future seasons.
Reyes goes to Slaughter. Here's Hodge, who will leave his mark here at the Philippine Basketball Association as a fine shooter. 12-8 ball game, 8:42 remaining.
Probably the only drawback really for Jeff Hodge is his relative slimness.
Yes, his lean frame. Pepsi on the attack now. Slaughter gets a roll.
Pepsi is on a roll now. They have a 6-point lead with 8 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here in the first period. Reyes has been pestering De La Cruz, delaying the setup of Presto's half-court game.
Correct. Triggerman goes to Cricht. Victorino pulls up top of the key, ringless beauty.
If they ever hold a 3-point shootout among centers, I'm sure Victorino would be one of the prime
definitely
candidates to win.
I'd also choose Yoyo Villamin, who I understand from Andy even way back in the Manila Beer days would try some 3-point shots of his own. Meanwhile, a basket again, and Pepsi's in front 16-10.
That area of the court has proven slippery here in this early going.
Alejo Alolor.
One of the finest street shooters we have here in the PBA. Still an 8-point lead for the Hotshots.
CAIDIC, drop pass inside, and De La Cruz delivers, 18-12.
Coach Jimmy Mariano, you saw on your screen. After a poor start, Presto has really rebounded. They went 1-4, and then they won 4 in a row to virtually assure themselves of a semi-seat before tonight's game, and then with Pure Foods win over Añejo earlier, that made it academic.
Ponce De La Cruz drilled one in. It's 18-14. 6:40 remaining. Gidabin. Pride got a slice of it. Finger on it, actually.
Well, Watley just went to the hoop unmolested on that play.
Lead is cut down to 2 points, 18-16, 6:15 remaining.
Now it's Pepsi's turn to slow it down. They haven't really set a whole lot of screens for their shooters.
Under 6 minutes to play. 2016 is our CAIDIC with a triple V try. No sir. And a rebound foul, loose ball variety.
Well, let's see if Slaughter did have anything to do with Winston Cright falling down. Yes, he did.
We have a timeout. We'll be right back.
Timeout, PRESTO, Tibuni.
Winston Cright got a basket inside. Ball game now stands at 20-18. Part of the sidelights of this ball game is the fact that Alan CAIDIC is just 5 points short of being a member of the 5,000 point club. He is the second fastest
to make it there.
Join in there, of course. Ricardo Brown, one of the fastest also.
So Ricky Brown was the fastest. He got it in 3.5 seasons. This is the tail end of CAIDIC's 4th season.
Slaughter is clobbered in the air. Manny Victorino holds on to his chin. Foul on Victorino. CAIDIC is scoreless so far in this ball game.
Oh, obviously one of the things that Presto is thinking of, try to avoid injuries. With a carryover system that has been very popular, as we took a look at the PEPSI coaching or brain trust, the carryover system has really made the elimination round a lot more competitive.
Yes, and definitely teams that might be starting off slow get a chance, new lease on life. And now CAIDIC with his first basket. Just 3 more to go.
Oh, before they used to announce this sort of thing is in a countdown style, the Barker counting down, 3 points away, 2 points away.
Here's Alolor. Well, we'll do the countdown for you.
Okay.
Alolor with the 3-point
Alolor,
shot.
3 points.
Alolor perfect from the field so far, 4 out of 4, including 1 3-point shot, 9 points.
4:54 remaining, 25-20. Alan CAIDIC.
He's 3 points away. If he gets a 3-pointer,
would have been nice, no?
Yes.
Would be nice.
It would be apt, very apt.
Meanwhile, PEPSI is setting the pace in this ball game with a 27-20 advantage. First quarter still has 4.5 remaining. Ponchi de la Cruz moves in, tried to use his left hand. It's fouled off the attempt.
Foul, Reyes.
Reyes with a foul. Reyes guilty of his first. Update on the team fouls. PEPSI with 4, Presto with 3.
It's always nice to reach a scoring milestone using something that is very much correlated to something like Jabbar getting a moving past Chamberlain with a hook shot.
With a sky hook.
With a sky hook, of course. Or a Liming Beng hitting a milestone with a free throw.
Yep. Here's Reyes. Goes to Gidabin. Slaughter. Back door.
That's a play that Derek likes to run. That delay backdoor play.
Meanwhile, here's Alan CAIDIC. Here's De La Cruz. He lost control. Here's Junjun Reyes sprinting and scoring.
Now a 9-point lead for the hot shot. 3:48 remaining here in the first period.
31-22, yes. Pass is blocked and tapped away. We have De La Cruz replaced by Willie Generalao.
Generalao, of course, a great story in the finals of the All-Filipino.
Playing in just one game, huh?
Actually, two.
3-point shot. That won't go. Game 6 and Game 7, right?
Right. Actually, 5, 6, and 7, if I'm not mistaken, because they alternated victories. And he was a key player in 2 of the last 3 games.
33-22, record or no record, PEPSI is in front.
Yes, maybe Presto may be pressing a little bit, trying to help Alan, or setting up Alan for some of his baskets.
Pass is deflected. Reyes goes now to Slaughter. 3-point shot on the way. Yes.
Slaughter, 3 points.
Of course, Jose Slaughter is the record holder among imports in the 3-point shot category with 14.
Earlier tonight, the victory by Pure Foods. Let's make that clear. 130 to 118 against Angel 165. And we have a timeout by Derek for
Timeout, Pepsi.
Well, we're back here at the Ultra. 249, 36 to 22 is our score. Pepsi's in front. Winston Pride said if they, what did he say? If they lost,
if we lost to Pepsi, may as well all go home.
Okay, 36 to 23. It's a 13-point lead, and now they bring up the defense against Jun Reyes. It's Generalao up against Reyes.
CAIDIC was pulled out during that last timeout. In comes Arnie Twadler.
Oh, great play. This is another version of a backdoor play.
Pepsi's good at swinging the ball from the strong side to the weak side in just 2 passes. Twadler's watching for the play to develop. Nothing happened.
So Watley says, I'll bring it through, but he is fouled going in.
Foul is on Jeff Hodge.
Foul, Hodge.
Foul came from behind Watley. Pepsi once again with one of their high-scoring first quarters. I remember they even had a 42-point first quarter once against Alaska.
38 to 24 count.
And there's still 2 minutes and 16 seconds to go. They could go for 50. I'm sure Jimmy Mariano will be mad. Very mad at Presto if they allow 50 points in the first quarter.
Slaughter. Ines Watley goes to Cried. Beautiful shot. Under 2 minutes to go.
And this is a good thing that Generalao is doing, delaying Pepsi from executing their half-court game, which has proven to be very lethal here in the first quarter.
Inside pass is deflected, picked up by Arnie Twadles.
But they've been trying to run that play several times now.
And a lucky break emerges for Winston Cried. He just picked up the loose ball.
Showing the form why he was a finalist in the slam dunk competition.
Yes, sir. A minute and a half remaining. By the way, your favorite Viva stars brighten up the TV screen once again this Friday night in Viva Drama Specials, 8 o'clock here on the People's Network.
Foul, Cright.
Cright picks up his first personal foul, trying to challenge a 3-point shot by Alulor.
Slaughter attracts a double team. Alulor is open. There's a bump foul given up by Generalao.
Well, during that double team, Jun Reyes was wide open.
Foul
You can
and
see in the
allowed.
lower left-hand corner of your screen how open he was, and Alulor just could not get the ball to him. But
So,
yeah,
Alulor will step to the line instead.
Alulor has not missed from the field in this game.
Okay, we are coming to you now. I think this is the way we are going to do it. We will come to you on a slightly delayed basis. We encountered major microwave problems. We were able to open formally a while ago, but apparently we will not be able to switch back live, at least for the moment. So we are coming to you on a delayed basis. 40-29 is our count.
Wright has the discipline not to shoot from beyond his range.
Yudaban picks it up. Jun Reyes will speed up things. He's fouled and hammered going in.
Foul is on Willie Henry Lau. It's going to be his
Foul
second personal
and
foul.
allowed.
Both Presto and Pepsi with 16 fouls apiece.
Final 40 seconds of the first quarter of play.
Going back to that point we were trying to make about Winston White, it's always a good sign that a player is a true pro if he doesn't shoot from beyond his range. He knows his limitations.
Alulor delivers from the outside. It's now a 42-29 affair. Final 26 seconds. Pride trying to post up against Slaughter. Cross-court pass way out. Twadless. Inside to Watley. Uses his left hand and he scores.
Pepsi will try to get the final say in this quarter with the shot clock off.
Jun Reyes penetrates. Opts to go to Slaughter. Well, that should do it for this first quarter of play. 42-31. Pepsi is in front. We'll be back. Welcome to the second quarter of play. 42-31 is our score. Still a good number of fans are on hand to witness this game, which still has Pepsi in front by 11 points. Presto not really exerting as much as they would want to in the first quarter. Alan CAIDIC is back on the floor.
I believe in the first quarter they were really trying to help Alan get the scoring record as soon as possible, and that played right into Pepsi's hands.
And this man is off to an extremely good start. 17 points already by Ponky Alulor. Here's Arnie Twadless. He'll uncork from the corner. That won't go. Rebound. 2 Pepsi hot shots. Slaughter, long distance. This won't go. Picked up by Alan CAIDIC. Enes Watley. Changing direction. Pushes it up for 2.
And you can see that Enes Watley is a terrific lead guard. He did not become an NBA starter for some teams because he did not have any talent.
Mejos is in the ball game for the first time. Mejos will step into the box, lose control of the basketball. Watley scoops it over to Alan CAIDIC. He fakes, fires, gets it, and he's now just 1 point short. First quarter stats on your picture.
Presto shooting very well, but they did not have nearly enough as many attempts as Pepsi did. That's why they fell behind.
Gidaban? No, sir. Here's Enes Watley.
4-on-3 break.
Abe King. Too strong. Here's Alan CAIDIC. He tried his crossover dribble, and he ended up laughing on the other side.
I didn't know who Alulor was trying to get the ball to. Probably thought Carl Lewis was in the game.
Watley.
So Presto is chipping away at the lead.
Yes.
Not getting it back in one fell swoop.
And now Winston Cried already with 13 points to lead the Presto attack. Ines Watley has contributed 8. De La Cruz has 6. Alan CAIDIC with 4. Victorino, by the way, who played in the first quarter, has 6 points as well. Hodge opting to go to Gidaben, and Gidaben scores 6 points by Abed Gidaben. 9 minutes and 37 seconds remaining.
Pace of the scoring has slackened off a little bit here in the second period. Both teams opt to slow it down. Poor pass by Watley, picked off by Slaughter.
Of course, Presto would not like to be the only team that was beaten by the Pepsi Hotshots. That's in the back of their minds. Well, the Pepsi band has a new tune to play, the theme from James Bond. Arnie Twadles hits the back iron, tip in by Kreit, no sir. Gidaben takes it away. Here's Bonky Alalor already with 17 points. Kreit is in front of him. Here's Jeff Hodge.
And Kreit in front of you is the best reason not to shoot.
As in that case.
Yes.
Ines Watley goes to Arnie Twadles.
Baby the shot. Hodge stepped on the line.
Change in the lineup, but Batuan will come in to pull out Alulor. Alulor moving out after contributing 17 points. Moves out with applause in the background. 8:32 remaining. Lead is 11 points. Alan CAIDIC is being set up. King. Gidaben. Abatuan. Wanted to go back to Gidaben, lost it. He spins, won't go. Abe King. Baseball pitch to Alan CAIDIC. Is this it? Yes. And we're going to stop the ball game as Alan CAIDIC,
ladies and gentlemen,
will make it to the 5,000 point club.
Momentarily stop this game to present to Alan CAIDIC its official ball for having achieved the 5,000 point platoon. May we request Commissioner Rodrigo L. Salud to please do the honors of awarding this official ball to Alan CAIDIC.
Another milestone in the career of Alan CAIDIC.
The first of many.
Well, he already has the record for the most number of three-point shots. He's been a member of the Mythical Five almost every year, if not every year.
Congratulations,
Since
Alan.
87. And the game will continue.
He is the 19th player to join the 5,000 point club. Some great names on that list, of course.
Looks like Freddy Hubalde will not even make it to the 10,000 point club this year. Sanyeho lost earlier tonight 130 to 118 against the Pure Foods Hot Dogs.
I'm sure he will get it if he moves to one of the expansion clubs. That really,
it really depends. It really depends next year. Meanwhile, Pepsi is in front 48 to 39. So that done away with, Presto might just decide to really buckle down and make a game of this. They're trying to do so here in the second quarter. The first quarter ended with an 11-point lead enjoyed by Pepsi at 42 to 31.
And that's still the margin of difference in this game.
Lead pass to Kreit. He crouches low. He is fouled going in.
Foul, Abatuan.
Again, we'd like to inform you that we are coming on a delayed basis due to some technical problems we encountered earlier. Watley, no sir, he is fouled, and Hodge can do nothing but shake his head.
Foul, Hodge.
Hodge with his second personal foul, team foul story. Pepsi with 2 team fouls. Presto still with a clean slate.
Well, so far the story is told by the inside scoring attack. Pepsi 77%, 10 out of 13 from inside the shaded lane. Presto 12 out of 22, 53%.
Okay, just for the information of everybody, the games on Sunday will involve Sarsi against Shell Rimola X in the opening game. And in the main encounter, it will be Alaska against the Presto Tivolis at 6:35. Don't forget also on Sunday, we start off with the locals version of the slam dunk competition.
Yes, the PBA All-American Sports Shoes Slam Dunk Competition Locals Division.
Yes. The stretch won't go. It will be interesting now that Alan has made the 5,000 point club, how fast he will make it to the 10,000 point club.
Well, judging by the pace of his scoring, he should wait another
CAIDIC.
4 seasons probably.
Not unless everybody stops guarding.
CAIDIC.
Yes.
Mejos.
CAIDIC will get arrested. Apet Ha will check in. Mejos will move out. Alulor is back on the floor. Mejos filled in for a spell there, but was unable to contribute any points. Pepsi is in front by 9, 50-41. Slaughter tried to dance against Abe King, almost traveled. Hodge will get a foul instead of a basket, but he will step to the line.
How?
Well, how it was an arm contact.
6:46 remaining.
Both teams with 2 team fouls now. Jeff Hodge. Almost made the Dallas lineup 2 years ago, but has fallen off a bit.
Well, I guess we've had quite a number of imports who have had a chance, at least a chance of making their dream to play in the NBA. Some have actually played, as we have learned in KP at the half.
Winston Cried, Jose Slaughter have both played together with Enos Watley. Cried coming in strong. Actually, Enos Watley is an interesting case in the NBA. He turned pro after only 2 seasons at Alabama, and he said, looking back, probably would have made a world of a difference if he had stayed in school a lot longer. Would have been more polished entering the pros.
Well, it's really a major topic in the States whether a player can go already, should go already to the pros or not. There are some outstanding cases where, like Dr. J. Julius Irving, who went back to school to finish his degree.
Of course, there are some great players who also left school after 2 years to become pros. Like Isaiah Thomas and Magic Johnson both left school after their sophomore seasons.
And there's and there's even one who didn't have to go to college.
Moses Malone.
Your NBA is still up to date. You don't have to worry. How many European players?
Oh, pretty soon we might have European imports here.
Oh, yes.
Well, the Chinese, we know that some of the players in Beijing have inquired about the possibility of playing in the PBA because they know that you can make a lot of money playing basketball here.
King is swatted on the arm by Abatuan.
Foul, Abatuan.
Derek Pumaren will want a
Timeout, Pepsi.
You can see the score with 5:57 remaining here in the second period. Pepsi has led all the way here in the first half of play, and they've made some changes in the lineup. We have Tonichi Ituri in the ballgame now together with Abet Gidabin, Jeff Hodge, Jose Slaughter, and Ponky Alor, while for Presto we have Tuadles, King, Apet Hao, Watley, and Cright. Two imports now playing the backcourt for Pepsi. Ituri outside to Hodge. Cright. Outlet pass was deflected, but they get it back, and this time they throw it away for good. Hodge has it. Slaughter cutting in.
And it's 55-45, a 10-point lead enjoyed by Pepsi. Watley together with Cright, King, Tuadles, and Apet Hao. The 5 on the floor for Jimmy Mariano. The other side is Hodge, Slaughter, Gidaben, Alulor, and now Tonichi Ituri.
Well, if Presto doesn't watch it, they might find themselves saying, I feel like a Pepsi.
Tuadles.
Okay, last Sunday we gave you the first part of the story on San Miguel's downfall in this particular season. And just a few minutes, part 2 of that series will be handled by Bill Velasco in KP at the half. Victorino.
Hammered inside by the double team of Gidabin and Ituri.
Foul, Gidabin.
Gidabin picks up his second personal foul.
Again, as we mentioned, on November 11, we will be starting off with our 1990 PBA All-American Sports Shoes Slam Dunk Competition, local division, with Paul Alvarez of Alaska, Jose Cadel Mosqueda of PEPSI, and Zaldi Real Lubit of PRESTO starting off. Victorino. Will you be a judge again?
Yeah, I believe so, unless there's a change.
Gidabin nets it from 15 feet. He is in double digits. 57-47. Inside to Crichton.
Interior defense of PEPSI has really stymied the inside game of PRESTO, which is a very important component of their scoring system.
Ituri attracts a double team. Howe taps the ball away, and Ituri moves away from the scene, shaking his right hand.
Or is it his left?
We'll never know. But he was shaking his hand definitely after the scene of that. There was contact there. 57-47. 4:10 remaining. We're in the second quarter. PEPSI was off to a good start. 42-31 was the count in the opening quarter. Battle inside, and they deliver. Enos Wadley, hard worker inside. He's a veteran of the PBA as well.
Well, PRESTO's not the kind of team that will overwhelm you all of a sudden. What PRESTO will do, however, is bang you into submission slowly but surely. Traveling violation, yes.
We are going to move into a Jimmy Mariano timeout.
Timeout, Presto Tivoli.
57-49. 3 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the first half of play. PEPSI in front. And an official's whistle, a foul spotted against Manny Victorino as he tried to provide a screen downstairs. His second personal foul. Both sides have committed 4 team fouls apiece. Here's Alulor. Ball is knocked away. It will stay with PEPSI. .318 to go. We're in the first half. Here's Jose Slaughter. Slaughter inching in, gets the basket. 59-49. PEPSI back to a double-digit advantage as we approach the 3-minute mark of the second quarter of play. Enos Wadley, earlier tonight, Alan CAIDIC made it to the 5,000 point club.
Foul, Ituri.
Ituri with his first personal foul. 2 minutes and 55 seconds remaining. Battle of the big men there, you saw earlier. Howe outside now to Abe King.
King has drawn out Jose Slaughter. There's still 2 big men there for PEPSI.
And Enos Wadley cashes in, cuts down the lead to 8 with 2:37 remaining. Slaughter sees an opening in the defense, throws up an air ball though, and there's a scramble downstairs. Ituri in an arm lock together with Crichton.
Foul is on Ituri. It's going to be foul number 2 on Ituri. 16 fouls now for PEPSI against 4 by PRESTO. In fact, Watley could have gotten away with the basketball already. It's just that Kite was there and he couldn't dribble.
Okay, last day of the elimination round.
Last game, in
Last
fact.
official game, as we will start with the semis starting this Sunday. Should prove to be an interesting race. No question about the fact that Sarsi is delighted to be inside the semifinals
Yes.
round.
And that, with that, they could be very susceptible in the semifinals.
Warning, Gidabe.
This is all they had hoped to accomplish. Maybe they might stop playing, but on the other hand, they can look at it as an opportunity to maybe further themselves.
Maybe the next goal, if you do it stage by stage or by management by objectives, is to
Get to the finals.
get into the round of the top four first.
Yes. Very modest aspirations.
Yes.
Unlike Presto, of course, a team on the floor right now, they expected to go into the finals of this conference.
Well, they're coming out of a grand celebration on the All-Filipino.
Which may have slowed them down a bit at the start of the third conference. May hangover pa.
Hindi naman nawawala yun no ha?
Here.
San Miguel, hindi nawala yung hangover, no?
Yes.
1988.
Or 89.
On 89 rather. Mula pa nung 88, hindi nawala yung hangover.
Yes, they won 4 in a row, 5 out of 6 in fact.
Howe pulls up from 15 too long. Down to the final minute and 25 seconds of this second quarter.
Apit Howe. No, it's an offensive foul.
Against Alulor.
Yes.
Offensive foul, Alulur.
And the Pepsi coaching staff is up on its feet.
Let's see that again. Foul whistle was blown indeed by Rudy Hines as well, but it was Ernie De Leon who made the call. That's what Pepsi is complaining about.
A minute and 18 seconds remaining.
Unlike doctors, you cannot get a second opinion on the hard court.
Sometimes they can change the call, you know, if it's clear that they made a mistake. But as you pointed out, no chance as in the medical profession. Ituri, hook shot, it just rimmed out. Less than a minute to play, and a foul on Victorino,
Foul,
his
Victorino.
third.
Presto has drawn to within 4 points already.
Alulur.
Almost imperceptibly done so. Sanichi Ituri was projected as the starting center for Pepsi in their maiden voyage in the PBA. And now with the acquisition of Apit Gidabin, he finds himself backing up Gidabin again once like in 1987.
Role he is extremely familiar with.
Yes.
Meanwhile, he misses the second foul shot. 60-55 count. Pepsi is in front. What Pepsi has not done in the 9 games, except perhaps that triple overtime game, they could not hang on till the very end. They started off very quickly, extremely well, but could not hang on and deliver the killing blows towards the end. Most of the time, their key players would get into foul trouble.
That's right. That's a problem with the expansion teams. They usually have decent enough first fives, but when they go to the bench, that's when they get into trouble.
So that should make this year's draft, wherein some of our players in the PBL will be moving up into the PBA.
In fact, I wrote about that exact
Foul,
subject
Gidabin.
in my last couple of columns in the People's Journal.
Yes, you know, a lot of people don't know that you're back to writing columns. Why don't you tell them what days your column comes out?
Well, right now I'm with the People's Journal. Sports and Sundry appears every Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday in the sports column, in the sports page. Thank you very much, of course, to my editor there, Joe Antonio, also a racing fan.
Just like you.
Yes,
6258, just like everybody in this booth.
yes, but and ironically, you're the one who grew up near the racetrack.
Yep.
Foul, King.
I'm not as good as the Dr. Andy, nor
Oh,
as good
yeah.
as you.
Oh, I'm nowhere near Andy when it comes to that.
We're nowhere near Cathy De Leon, I tell you.
Actually, yes.
Abit Gidaben missing on that try. Rebound being fought for.
5 seconds to go. Enough time for Presto, especially with this violation by Hodge.
Okay, KP at the half with Bill Velasco comes your way. Together with the halftime analysis of Butch Maniega. June Reyes launches a tip ball. That will do it for this first half of play. Pepsi hangs on to the advantage, 62-58. We'll be back. Okay, welcome back. 62-58. We're in the third quarter of play. Presto starting off with a 5 composed of Onchi de la Cruz together with Watley. We have Alan Caidic, Cright together with Abe King. The other side is composed of Junjun Reyes, Jeff Hodge, Jose Slaughter, Pong Kelolor, and Abit Gidamen. King opting to pass off to Cright. The play misfires.
Foul, CAIDIC.
Foul on Caidic. That's his second personal foul. June Reyes. Hodge goes to Alolor.
Well, Presto starting out this third quarter at least with the more tougher defensive stand that they did in the opening minutes of this game. But that did not stop a basket coming from Ponky Alolor, who was red hot in the first half, as you mentioned.
With a total of 17, he now has 19. If he just got home and missed out on the first game tonight, it's a victory by the Pure Foods Hot Dogs, 130-118 against Añejo Rum 65. Officially eliminating Añejo Rum from the semifinal race. Pure Foods ending up with a 6-4 card.
Well, that win also towed Sarsi and Presto into the semifinal round as well.
As you pointed out, did away with a lot of what ifs and maybes.
And having to compute the quotient and stuff like that. Even if Presto loses this game, they will still get into the semis.
You know, sometimes it can get to be complicated just trying to explain it. Even if you, I know we all read the newspapers, you know, it's sometimes hard to understand, but it makes it more interesting, you know?
Yes, definitely.
I think the best way is just to count the number of games.
Yes.
And count the number of games to go. Parang ang dali, no?
Still not that simple.
But
What, you want to go into what if Añejo had won? Because there could have been a four-way tie if Pepsi
Okay,
had
let's
beaten.
try. What
if Pepsi had, if Añejo had won and Pepsi had beaten Presto, there would have been 4 teams tied at 5-5. And since there will only be 3 of them going into the semi-final round, there would have been 2 playoff days. Because the 4 teams will play each other, 2 against 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3. And then the 2 losers will have to play off again. The loser of that game will be the one eliminated. So it would have necessitated at least 2 more playing days and 3 playoff games.
I think that happened once to us. We had 2 knockout games.
Yes, it happened, I
in
believe.
the last conference. Meanwhile,
Yes.
Alan Caidic gave up a foul against Ponky Alolor.
But that was in the
Foul,
semi-finals, Seb, wherein
Yes.
2 teams managed to win 5 of 8, I believe. And that's why there were 2 playoff games. It happened once a long time ago. There were when we only had 4 teams in the semifinals, double round robin. All 4 teams ended up with 3-3 win-loss records, and there was a double playoff to determine the finalists.
71-64 ball game. Pepsi is in front. They have not relinquished the lead. The only time that Presto managed to have a lead was at 2-0.
Well, actually, the last time Presto had the lead was at 8-7, about 3 minutes into the game, and then Pepsi just took over, scoring 7 straight points to take a 6-point lead, and they have been up since then.
73-64.
You know, one sure way to gauge the importance of a ball game is to check press row.
Explain.
Yes, if a ball game will have very serious consequences, they have to cover the game because that will be the lead story in the following day's newspapers. But if the first game is the one that's important and then everybody goes to the press room or goes out for a drink and then just comes back and picks up the result of the second game.
Boys, I did not reveal your secrets. It's from somebody who used to be
one of you.
One of you. So your membership in the PSA is now cancelled. 8:20 to go. 75-68.
I don't know if my membership in the PBA press corps is still there.
Slaughter, meanwhile, delivering 77-68. 8 minutes and 10 seconds remaining.
But this is one of those rare days where the first game is more important than the second game.
That's true, that's true.
Because usually the schedule works out in such a way that the second game is more important than the guys who really have to work up to 10:30 just to get a good story.
3 points.
Alan CAIDIC with his first Rainbow Connection and his fans club, the ever-present.
And there, I believe they have some new banners now.
Yes, wala na yung isang The Magnificent. Andiyan pa yung The Magnificent, ano?
Pero nandiyan the versatile Alan CAIDIC fans club na. Well, Alan is making a strong run for MVP honors.
Yes.
This year. Could come down to whoever has the better stats between him and Benji Paras. Of course, this year we have a change in the procedures for the MVP. I believe we will have 1 day of voting for everyone who has to vote to go there. That's why I believe the winners will be announced on a special day.
Ines Watley with a rejection. Here's a look at it up close. 79-73, 7 minutes and 8 seconds remaining.
No, it's not good. Even if it went, the referee had already signaled that it would not count.
Foul King.
Foul King.
Yes, foul came downstairs.
We might as well look at it one more time. Let's see if we got it.
He took an extra dribble. Usually that's the rule. If you take an extra dribble, then it cannot be counted.
King.
That's rare. The barker is off key. That should be a blooper.
And Bochikas is trying to cover his face in embarrassment.
King.
Nagbibinata.
81-7. This is a riot. 81-78. He's usually very well modulated.
Yeah.
CAIDIC, triple V.
Yes.
CAIDIC, 3 points.
Oh, now I can read the banners. The versatile Alan CAIDIC sidekicks. They have moved up from fans club to sidekicks now.
Interesting. 81-76,
Alulor
6:34.
Alulor is really having a fine game against his former team, in fact.
Alulor has 26 points after hitting it high in the first half at a total of 17. Alulor continues. 84-76.
Alulor is probably the definition of a journeyman forward here in the PBA. He's played for a lot of teams over the years. Played for Alaska, played for Presto, played for Gallery Dominique before.
Cright is jammed inside.
The Slaughter is gone.
But so is the shot.
So is the shot.
Follow-up meanwhile by Hodge. Hodge now with 15 points and 6 rebounds. Half a quarter has gone by. Cright and Slaughter battling for position. Cright manages to escape. Oh boy, that's a hard one. And Slaughter apologizes to Cright.
Foul Slaughter.
Timeout, Derek Pumalan. From Kodak and a 300 peso gift certificate from Faces the Party Place. Hindi kayo makatago. That's nice. We should have more couples of the day.
Yes.
Abet Gidaben. Looks like Presto is now in fighting form, Butch Maniago.
Yes, I think that going down by 10 points with only 5 minutes remaining here in the third period has woken them up.
Bill Velasco had an interesting point earlier about Presto being more of a second half kind of team. Do you
Yes.
agree with that?
Yes, I believe so. Kumbaga sa kabayo, de remate. They want to come from behind. They want to get the steam rolling. But sometimes there's a very real danger that they might not be able to come back the way they want to.
There were some games, especially in the finals of the All Filipino, wherein they tried that and it backfired.
Yes.
Ano ba yun? Psychological ba yun o by design?
I don't think they fall behind by design. It's just that they are probably, one, conserving their strength, and two, they know they have a good finishing kick, and they have a tendency to rely on it. Yes, it could be half psychological, but definitely not by design.
Slaughter!
Circus shot.
She takes in the action. 88 to 78. 5:13 to go.
Watley with a getaway.
And a dance in the paint. It was so casual. Eight-point Pepsi lead. It's now Presto trying to, your favorite term, hang around.
Yes,
Alolor says, I want to win, but he's spoiled inside.
by Ines Watley.
Pepsi bench hoping for a jump situation. Reyes. Hodge was a step away. Cright was... I thought he'd slam it. He spoiled my continuity.
Actually, Hodge could have moved towards the ball, but
Correct.
that's a basic mistake sometimes. It's even players in the pros commit. They don't move towards the ball. They wait for the ball to go their way, and that is not the way to do it.
Slaughter, wing shot. No, sir. Rebound battle. And now here come the Tivolis. CAIDIC.
One of the best catch and release players.
Correct. No question about that. Alolor. Bingo.
He's having a hell of a game. Time to look for Alolor's career high.
29 points so far by Alolor. Onsi de la Cruz dropped the basketball. Cright picked it up and put it in gently. 90 to 86. The lead is just 4 points.
Well, he's already beaten his conference high of 27, closing in on his career high of 34.
Tivolis with a 10-4 run. Jun Reyes delivers a triple V.
Reyes, 3 points.
That's another interesting looking couple. Cameraman Gremit Ruiste is on the ball tonight, huh? Victorino. 93 to 88.
Oh, Cright tapped the ball away, but it looked headed for the goal for a second there.
We have a timeout by Jimmy Mariano. We'll be back.
.307 remaining here in the third period. Pepsi protecting a 5-point lead. Slaughter brings Cright out, opening the lanes for Jun Reyes to go strolling in. 2:52 to go. Let's review the fives on the floor. For Pepsi, we have Gidaben, Hodge, Slaughter, Alolor, and Reyes. This combination has worked magic for Coach Derek Pumaran tonight, while for Presto, we have CAIDIC, De La Cruz, Cright, Victorino, and Watley. 3-point play for Cright.
As you have undoubtedly noticed at this point, ladies and gentlemen, although Butch and I managed to open on time earlier, we are coming to you on a delayed basis due to some technical problems we could not immediately take care of. They are extremely technical in nature, so we are coming to you on a delayed basis. By the way, just to keep you posted as far as the Presto Take Two for Charity is concerned, as we take a look at Doy Liwag of the Ultra, the total of the Presto Take Two for Charity is now 55,600 pesos. And in the first quarter, they had a total of 7 converted foul shots for a total of 700. In the second, they had 600. A total now of 1-3 for this game. CAIDIC.
Presto cannot crack that 6-point barrier, it seems.
Nope. Reyes. Yes, he's hot.
Reyes, 3 points.
Second triple V connection by June Reyes in this quarter alone. Tight pass inside to Fright.
Victorino, wing shot. And now Pepsi leading on a 3-1, and they decide to slow down.
They're looking for June Reyes. He has the hot hand.
Guidaben says, I want to contribute. 102-91. You know, the guiding force of Pepsi tonight is to go out on a win.
Yes. End the season with a bang.
But what should be motivating Presto, on the other hand, is that they should not end up as the team that was the only team beaten by Pepsi.
Yes.
Of course, we're talking about the motivational factors involved in the game. Slaughter, 3-point shot, no.
And beyond that, of course, Presto wants to enter the semis with a 6-4 card rather than a 5-5 win-loss record.
CAIDIC missing from close range. Watley could be an offensive foul.
Yes. Watley decking Jose Slaughter with that move.
Offensive foul, De La Cruz.
That is when Watley looks like Eddie Murphy. Whenever a foul is called on him, that look. By the way, don't forget that you have a chance to swing along with your partner every Wednesday night at Faces, as there is Swing Night Wednesday. Slide, glide, and move with your partner to unforgettable swing music. That's every Wednesday night from 11 to 2 in the morning at the one and only party place.
Yes, come and watch Seb Sarmenta demonstrate why he's so good with the swing. Yung swing you see, so swing, ganun.
Wala akong masabi.
Oh, hard contact between De La Cruz and Guidaben.
And De La Cruz acknowledging the foul. Former teammates in the Tanduay team of 1986. Oh, no, not right. Yeah, that's right. Huh?
86, where they almost won a Grand Slam.
I think that was 85. That was Mon Fernandez year, 86. I got that right. That's my first year in the PBA.
That's correct.
That was my first year in the PBA.
And then Tanduay almost won
right.
a Grand Slam in 86. That's right.
I'm not sure if they nag-abot sila sa Pure Foods. Yan ang hindi ako sure. Anyway, Yonchi De La Cruz goes to Victorino. Victorino over to Alan CAIDIC, and he loves that shot.
A scoop shot. Although he's not scoring as heavily as he might like in this game.
June Reyes. Oh, missed it by an inch. But nonetheless, the hot shots in the lead, 104-95. Will they make it tonight, or will Presto stop them? We'll find out in one quarter. Okay, welcome back. Again, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you on a delayed basis as we take a look at the third quarter statistics.
Well, both teams shot extremely well, which is an indication that the defense might not have been as tight as the coaches wanted it to be. But Pepsi still has the lead, although Pride helping Presto make some inroads early in the fourth.
Corner action, Alalor, he's been having a great game. Difficult shot won't go. Ituri trying to struggle inside. It will go to the Tivolis. Now the Tivolis, as you mentioned, might be on the right track as far as the rally is concerned, but the intensity will have to be a factor to deal with. Maybe enough playing around, enough fooling around in the first three quarters. Huh?
Yes.
But Pepsi is giving a big show and a big go for it.
CAIDIC,
but CAIDIC
3 points.
has other things on his mind. 104-100.
This is the closest Presto has come since the start of the second half.
Oh, the presence of pride, intimidating that shot by Guidaben, but the ball will remain on the Pepsi side of the floor.
Well, a case could be made that Presto plays up or down to the level of their competition sometimes. They're playing good teams, they play very well. If they play teams that are at the bottom of the standings, that's sometimes the way they play too.
106 to 100. 6-point Pepsi lead. Twadless. Nothing there. Rebound battle picked up by Abet Gidaben. Pass by Gidaben, anticipated by Alan CAIDIC. 4-on-1. Tunichi Turi could do nothing. Action swings into high gear. Hodge, that won't go. And here's Victorino. Tivoli sense that they are now in control of the basketball game.
Although they're still down by 4. Great move by Watley.
Yes, sir, no question. 2-point lead by Pepsi. Derek Pumaren might want to call a timeout as there's a major explosion now. Pepsi has yet to score in this fourth quarter.
There's a mismatch. Ituri being guarded by CAIDIC. Ituri should go hard.
Still nothing.
Did he make sure this time? Tunichi Ituri from Cagayan, I believe.
Okay, let's double check. I might have made a mistake earlier. I know that Slaughter hit one basket earlier. Pepsi already has scored. It's a 9-4 run by Presto.
Yes.
Foul, Ituri.
Okay, let's take the cudgels up for Pepsi. What should Pepsi do to hang on to this ball game? They've been known to collapse towards the end game, Butch.
Well, one thing for sure, Pepsi will have to clamp down on CAIDIC because CAIDIC is starting to heat up. And they can probably cheat a little bit on Arnie Twadless, who has been cold today, 0 for 6 from the field. And Watley has been taking Hodge to the cleaners.
And that was a highlight film move. 360 on the floor. 3 minutes have gone by. We're going to have an illegal defense call.
Warning on Presto Tivoli. Twadless for legal defense.
This is the first violation of the illegal defense rule.
Oh, one more thing for Pepsi, Seth, since we brought it up. Maybe they can isolate Slaughter against Kreit. Slaughter is quicker than Kreit, and maybe he can take him on. But maybe not. Got foiled that time.
Slaughter struggles. Where will the ball go? Wait a minute, there is a foul.
Kreit.
Right with the personal foul, his second foul.
Well, you have to like the way the Presto imports have marshaled their fouls very wisely. Kreit only with 2. Watley still clean despite several steals and several breakups of the offensive patterns of Pepsi.
The intention was good, but it was anticipated by CAIDIC. But this one is going to misfire. CAIDIC frustrated. Alalor will be overjoyed that that was a successful play.
As we mentioned, Winston Kreit in your face, the best reason to pass off the ball.
Eh, kumabura ka.
Of course, the original human eraser is a guy by the name of Marvin Webster. He used to play in the NBA in the early 80s, late 70s with the Knicks.
Watley, 3-point.
Watley with a triple V. 110 to 109, just a 1-point Pepsi lead.
It's been a sparkling game so far for Enos Watley.
Correct, no question.
Here's the matchup that Pepsi wants.
Watley, yes!
Once again.
And Derek Pumaren will want a timeout. We'll resume the action after these.
Timeout, Pepsi.
Okay, thank you very much. 111 to 110. Presto now with the upper hand. Butch Maniego, what has happened so far?
Well, Pepsi has not been able to take advantage of some of the mismatches that have been created by this big lineup. Kreit erasing Tunichi Ituri.
And now the Presto Tivolis are buckling down to the job at hand. They were coasting along in the first half.
Yes. Great steal.
Slaughter is fouled by Arnie Twadless. Derek Pumaren was begging for a deliberate foul. But it won't be so. Let's double check with the official.
Deliberate foul.
It is.
Twadless.
It is.
Warning on Twadless.
So Twadless will be forced to go to the bench. Yes.
Well, one guy that hasn't seen action in this ballgame is Padim Israel. He will go to Abe King. So Coach Jimmy Mariano has kept a lot of good players on the bench for this game. Guys like Carpio, Israel, Real Lubit have not seen action in this game.
Esplana has not seen action. There's Totoy Marquez. We haven't seen him for quite a spell. Yan, Kapampangan din yan.
Yes.
By the way, we've been talking about that PBL game. It's coming out on Saturday, 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the afternoon here on People's Television 4 as well.
Yes, we've made it a big production. Special out-of-town coverage. It's the first time I believe we've done 2 full games out of town.
Compliments go to OB Van 1 also, PTV4. They did a fine job despite the difficult conditions, the heat and everything. I want to try OB Van 1, you know, they've done everything. They've done it in the heat. I want to try them do it in Alaska. 112 to 111. Salamig, ano? But they're a fine crew. Winston Cright, meanwhile, delivers the first.
They're the crew we work with here.
Yes, the same crew. They're awfully quiet. Nobody's talking in the headset. 112 all.
They eat like crazy too.
Yes. And that's Winston Cright's baby, I do believe. Oh, yes. Let's ask Pilar. Pilar, what's the name of this baby? Hazel knows, no? We'll find out later. I think Cright comes here with his family.
Yes.
Also the same time. Same thing last year.
Earlier this year, in fact.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
1 year ago na yun, ano? 114 to 113. 6 and 34 remaining. This is a tight game. A lot of people expected maybe a blowout, and Alan CAIDIC continues to pile it up. Alan CAIDIC with a total of 27.
Getting up to his quota.
How many in career? 5,026?
5,022.
Okay. Whatever you say. Idaben, wing shot is on the target.
So both teams now exchanging baskets.
116 to 115. Half a quarter remaining.
Well, the team that comes up with a major explosion, a spurt of about, let's say, 8 to 10 unanswered points, should win this game.
Good point. Ines Watley delivers a long beauty.
Ines Watley, after missing his first 2 shots here in the second half, has made his last 7.
He's a cool customer, huh?
Oh, yes. You don't become Michael Jordan's starting partner for nothing.
Oh, yes.
Farm Slaughter. Alulor.
Alolor is now replaced by Carlito Beos. Alolor unable to produce any points so far here in the final quarter. He now has a total of 31. What was his career high? 34?
34.
Okay. 529.
Well, one guy who definitely has not contributed his share of the points for Pepsi is Jeff Hodge.
Jeff Hodge, most definitely, it's been very quiet.
Only 17 points. Oh, Mejos, this guy started out very strong for Pepsi here in the 1990 season, but has tailed off quite a bit.
What is the story? Any inside information?
Well, not really. It's just that probably the teams have sort of figured out his game.
Okay. Manny Victorino went on a nosedive there. Look at this again. Actually, a nosedive in reverse. He actually looked at the ball
30
first.
seconds injury timeout, Presto, Tivoli.
Still trying to
seconds.
figure out what a nosedive in reverse is. Talagang ad-lib.
Hindi, baliktad eh, di ba? 5:06 remaining, 119 to 116. We have a 30-second injury timeout for Manny Victorino.
Trying to check if his nose is still aligned.
Yes. Time remaining, 5 minutes and 6 seconds, 119 to 116, Presto by 3 points.
And looking for more. This could be the major surge we were expecting from the Tivolis.
What was the biggest lead? 14 points was the biggest lead by Pepsi Cola. Pepsi will have to regroup at this point. They're down by 4. The game of the Tivoli is beginning to really mesh well.
Yes, Presto using of course, their vastly experienced lineup.
Watley's three-pointer, no go.
First miss in quite a while for Ines Watley.
So how many was that? 7 straight?
7 straight, including 1 3-point shot.
Jeff Hodge. No points so far in the final quarter for Jeff Hodge. Slaughter meanwhile.
Here's this isolation against Bright, but he steps back and fires away.
Ines Watley pitches it to the trigger man, who gives it to the human eraser.
Foul, Slaughter.
We are going to have a timeout by Bell as 2 team fouls. Winston Cright will shoot a bonus. He's played as well. An extremely fine ball game. Production for Cright, 36 points. Watley has 39. CAIDIC has 27. Victorino has 11. The other side, Slaughter 37. Alalor with a 31-point performance. Hodge with 15. Kidaben has 16. Outside connection. This time by Hodge, his first 2 points in the final quarter. Alan CAIDIC, they go to Cright, 2-man game. CAIDIC free for a 3. Bingo.
CAIDIC, 3 points.
Here's Slaughter. Hang time, no. Too many hurried attempts for Pepsi.
And it's Presto's turn to try and put on a Slaughter.
Meanwhile, it's Cright. He's doing a fine job.
And as we mentioned, this is the spurt that's probably all that's necessary for Presto to put the game away.
Final 3 minutes and 18 seconds. A sharp shooter and a Jollibee best player will be chosen at the end of this ballgame as usual.
And going by our formula that we made at halftime, 3 minutes to go, the lead is 8. Still not safe because 3 times 2, 6 plus 3, 9. You need a 9-point lead for it to be safe.
I took up Mascom. Victorino hits one.
That's Milot de Jesus.
The future.
The future.
Say so. Is it going to push through?
The very good friend of Alan CAIDIC. In January, I'm glad you know.
Cright.
It's been a much awaited wedding. I think Joe Cantada had to announce it during the presentation, man. Why is everybody smiling all of a sudden?
Because we're going to a subject that's quite dangerous.
And our director is in a romantic mood tonight. He's been taking pictures, photos of couples. You know, Pepsi is down at this point by 8. They led by as large as 14. 6 points was the barrier you pointed out that they could not, the Tivolis could not surmount for a long stretch.
But when they did, it really fell.
Triple B!
CAIDIC, 3 points.
That's the 5th for Alan CAIDIC. All of them coming in the second half.
Slaughter won't go.
Foul will be called. Winston Cright reaching in.
Foul, Cright.
So the season, well, it's been even going into this game.
Yes.
Pepsi is not going to make it to did not make it to the semis. So the three teams are off to early vacations, huh? San Miguel Beer, Añejo Ram 65, and Pepsi Cola.
Yes.
We're going to move into a timeout by Jimmy Mariano.
Well, still within reach for Pepsi, if only if they work very fast.
Maybe a quick 2 points at a time might work, but they've got to handle the basketball.
Last 2 minutes. Last 2 minutes.
Last 2 minutes brought to you by Emperador Brandy. Enjoy it like a king. Alalor has become ice cold here in the fourth. So again, regardless of the outcome of this ball game, do join us on Sunday as we're going to have Sarsi going up against Shell. Alaska goes up against Presto in the main game. The first day of the All-American Slam Dunk competition will get underway. We have the sixth personal foul of Tonichi Ituri. Who's working on Sunday? Is it Andy Howe? Yes, Andy's back from a trip out of town or out of the country. So the doctor will be in town together with Joe Cantada and Ed Pixon. We'll take care of the first game. And Ed, I think, will host the slam dunk competition as well. Somebody shouted 3 seconds, and it is indeed a 3-second violation.
Okay, I just got word. I will judge on Sunday.
You will judge on Sunday. Slaughter fakes the shot. It's on the way. Still nothing there. And just to remind you, Kathy De Leon will be Silvia Reynoso Gala's special guest on Sunday. Find out how Kathy learned how to cook. That's Sunday, 10:30 in the morning here on PTV4.
Yes, on how to really cook without really trying, and I'm beginning to miss the tapings of that.
Oh yes, we missed you. Meanwhile, Slaughter, still nothing, Butch.
Yeah.
Under a minute. CAIDIC. Whoa, that rimmed out. Cried, yes.
No stopping Winston Cright underneath the basket.
No stopping this guy, too. You know, some of the steals he has made were responsible for this comeback by the Presto Tivoli.
Definitely so. And he also lit up the scoreboard in the second half.
Slaughter, 6 fouls.
And Slaughter will move out after his sixth personal foul. We have a timeout by the Tivolis.
Timeout, Presto Tivoli.
Coming to life in the final quarter of play. Look like they're on their way to handing Pepsi their 10th loss. Although the Tivolis, although the Hot Shots don't have that in mind, they would like to chop down this lead. Defensively, the Tivolis worked a lot harder in the second half, Butch.
Yes, definitely so.
Mosqueda, by the way, is inside, coming in for Tonichi Ituri. Mosqueda will be in the slam dunk competition on Sunday, together with Paul Alvarez and Zaldi Rialubit. Rialubit, by the way, did not see action tonight.
Yes, along with several other Tivolis. Looks like Coach Jimmy Mariano really looking for a rotation. And that's our guys on radio, Noli Ayala and Bobby Ante. You can hear them, well, you can't hear them now, but you can tune in to our radio coverage on DZAM FM, 1026 kilohertz.
Alalor, final seconds, and Pepsi will say goodbye to the 1990 season.
Well, they still have to formalize it with an inbound.
Tivolis win 135 to 126, avoiding the specter of having to lose to Pepsi, but Pepsi, with a valiant try, they led practically all the way except in the last portion.
So guys, we won this game 135 to 126, another high-scoring game. It's a come from behind victory by Presto Tivoli courtesy of our 2 imports. Ang ganda po ng nilaro nung dalawang imports namin na si Ines Watley na nakascore ng 39 points at saka si Winston Cright nakascore naman ng 40 points compared po dun sa kabilang import ng Pepsi na si Jose Slaughter na nag-39 samantalang si Jeff Hodge 17 points lang. Kasi po, yung contribution ko na 33 points, halos nag-even out lang po yun doon sa 33 points naman na in-score ni Ponky Alolor sa kabilang team. Kaya yun pong, kaya kami nanalo dito is because naging consistent po kami, especially nung second half na na-neutralize namin yung isang import nila na si Jeff Hodge. Nag-struggle po siya and we came up victorious in this game. Kaya masayang-masaya po ako, parang nakuha ko na yung 5,000 points nung first half tapos nanalo pa kami sa second half. So, ayun po. Maraming salamat for watching and I hope continue to support my channel. See you sa next one.